Okay, so if you're in the market for a new laptop, you've got 60 to 70,000 to spend. You don't care about gaming, but you want the latest specs, future ready. So you hop online, filter your options, and boom, two hot new laptops. Option 1, the sleek MotoBook 60 rocking an Intel Core 5 chip priced at 60,000. You guys loved the video and we wanted a more in-depth video on this. Option 2, the trusted HP Pavilion, now featuring Intel's shiny new Ultra 5 chip for around 67,000 rupees. Now, if you're not super into tech, you would probably think, obviously, HP is better, right? It says Ultra and it's more expensive. Well, here's the Abbas Mastan style twist. We ran the popular Cinebench R23 on both and surprise, surprise, the cheaper MotoBook has nearly 45% higher scores. Like, what? And it doesn't end there. Even the video editing is 20% better on Motorola. So, what's going on? Why does the affordable laptop look like the better deal? Is the MotoBook 60 the new go-to laptop, or is there still a catch? Well, to find that out, we have been daily driving both these laptops for days and the answer is not as straightforward. So, stick around because we used multiple laptops over the past months, from this to this, even this. I'll clear all the confusion when buying a new laptop, some pro tips. Let's go. Now, in order to give you a clear picture, we'll be comparing the MotoBook 60 with this HP Pavilion. And before you go into the comments and type, why is Pradeep comparing Moto with an HP and why not Dell, Asus or the OG brands? Because A, at the same price point, HP was the only one giving newer specs. Most others offer the older 13th gen that came out in 2022. And B, though we'll be comparing it with HP, our findings will be valid for laptops from other brands as well. At places where it won't be, I'll mention it. Plus, it's not possible to buy 4 laptops for one single video. Understand. So I'll talk only about the practical side of things, not just specs, things that you and I will notice while using the laptop in day to day. And the first thing that you would notice is the design. Like, both of these laptops are very different in looks. I mean, just see them side by side. The HP looks more like a traditional laptop. This is good, but kind of boring. MotoBook kind of reminds me of the Sony Vaio days. The blue color makes it poppy, like funky. Now, you might like the minimal look of HP, which is all well and good, but I personally dig the Motorola's design. It's more aesthetic in my opinion. And yes, the choice of design is subjective, but we asked the team.
I'd like this design. This one looks old school.
So I really like this. The reason being that it's more compact and easy to carry.
I think I'll pick this. I just like the larger screen on this. I think I like this form factor more. It's very handy.
Also, since the MotoBook is a 14-inch laptop, good form factor, it weighs in around 1.39 to 1.4 kg. The HP Pavilion, on the other hand, is a 16-inch laptop, and as a result of that, it weighs in about 1.89 kg. Also, if you have to carry your laptop every day with you, either you go to college or work, then this thing is a no-brainer. It fits in almost most of the bags and it is easier to carry around. More brands should make 14-inch laptops. Now, yes, there are laptops from Asus and other brands which are also compact in design at this price point, but then they compromise on the performance, which I'll get to in just a moment. Before that, I need to talk about one of the most important things that we all do on a laptop. Watch videos, you know. Okay, I'll play the Dark Knight on both these laptops and you see for yourself. So HP has an IPS LCD panel and the picture quality is decent. This is what you get in this price range. But Moto's display is on another level. That's because it is an OLED display. Blacks look like true blacks here. On HP, it just looks grey and washed out. And that's not all. See, I'll unplug both the laptops, set the laptops to max brightness and then open a blank document on dock. Clearly, the MotoBook is brighter. That's because this has a peak brightness of 500 nits and 2.8K resolution, which you notice when you type up close. Whereas the HP has a peak brightness of 300 nits with 1900 by 1200 resolution, closer enough to 2K but not exactly 2.8K. Also, the MotoBook is a 120Hz display, whereas the HP laptop is a 60Hz panel. Now, display is one aspect of the media watching experience, the other aspect is sound. So both of them have speakers positioned on the top and HP has extra speakers even at the bottom. And have a listen to this. I would say the audio quality of both laptops is good. HP is slightly louder because it has those extra speakers at the bottom and a bigger laptop will sound louder. However, if I have to pick a laptop for watching movies, I'll for sure go with an OLED display. Now let's come to the most interesting thing that we found comparing the laptop performance. See, in regular activities, watching videos, writing documents, browsing the web and all of that, both laptops are fast. Makes sense, you're paying 60,000. Now HP has a small advantage since it has a bigger display. Doing multitasking on this side by side in multiple windows is kind of better than the compact screen of Motorola. That being said, things turn around when you do heavy tasks. Like I already showed you the chart, Moto was 45% faster in Cinebench and the story just doesn't end in Benchmark. So I installed the same version of Premiere Pro on both and edited a 4K video with some B-roll shots, few color grades and all of that. This is minimal editing. And then rendering the same project file with the exact same settings, the HP took 15 minutes 34 seconds, whereas the Motorola took 12 minutes and 27 seconds. That's nearly 20% faster. Now why is this happening? Well, to explain this, I need to go a bit in depth regarding the CPUs. See, the MotoBook 61 that we have here comes with the Intel Core 5 210H CPU, 16GB of DDR5 RAM. The HP Pavilion here has Intel Core Ultra 5 125U series CPU with 16GB LPDDR5X RAM. And have a look at this table. Though the CPU on HP has more number of cores, only 2 of them are performance cores, whereas the Motorola has 4 performance cores. So consider performance cores to be like your heavy lifters who can do bench press and all of that, like Sam. So in heavy tasks like video editing, Moto does it better. And here's the thing, laptop in this price point are of 2 types. There's U series and then there's H series. U, like on this HP, is meant for low to medium tasks. At best, you can do photo editing on it. H, like on the Motorola, is meant for medium to heavy tasks. You can do video editing 1080p over here. Also, here's something strange that I noticed. See, I'll run Cinebench and monitor the temperature. MotoBook is running cooler. Like, this was surprising. Since HP has a bigger chassis, it should have better temperatures, but no. So yeah, overall for performance, Moto has an edge. Another factor that could impact your purchase decision is the option of upgradability. I mean, what if at the end of the second year, you want more RAM and storage? So if you have HP, you are out of luck. See here, the RAM is soldered to the motherboard, so you cannot increase it. And this is the case with all Core Ultra series Intel CPU. The RAM is soldered, so make sure you decide the RAM before buying the laptop. Plus, there is no option for you to add more storage. If you want, you will have to replace or swap the existing SSD. And in this case, with most of the laptops from brands like Dell, HP, Asus, Lenovo at this price, this is what happens. However, the story is different with the MotoBook 60. See, the RAM here is not soldered in. There are 2 sticks. If you want more RAM, you can swap those. The option is there. Also, there's an extra slot for additional SSD. You can add up to 2 TB storage more. Okay, so those were the major differences. But now, talking about the typing experience, let's do something new for a change. I have Sayan with me. We'll do a typing test and we'll find out who is the better person.
We all know the answer to that.
Or name, the better keyboard.
Who's the better keyboard?
Person we know.
3, 2, 1, go. Show result.
3, 2, 1.
I beat you!
Should we exchange the laptop and do it?
If you think you can beat me, yeah, why not? I don't want to give you any excuse. The keyboard. Oh no!
Okay, so I'm no scientist and this is no scientific test, but both of the times this one, so.
You know what that means.
Apart from that, HP has a full-size keyboard, so you also get the numpad key here. Very useful if you're doing data entry or if you work quite a lot on Excel or Tally, you know, numbers. But here's one thing worth mentioning here. The HP has dedicated NPU cores, so you get these additional studio settings. You can change the background effect, there's auto framing and all of that. This is not there on Motorola. In case you don't use apps daily that use the NPU cores, it would hardly make a difference. But since this is a Core Ultra series CPU, I thought I should mention it. Now coming to battery life, both the laptops have a 60 watt-hour battery. Both of them can charge via Type-C. And if you use at 50% brightness, both of the laptops should give you around 7+ hours of battery life depending on the usage. However, here's something important to point out. See, at 7 PM, Motorola was at 53% and HP was at 100%. Then we closed the lid and left the laptops in sleep mode. Next morning at around 11 PM, Motorola just started normally with 51% battery. But strangely, HP was completely drained. I had to charge it. And if you see these graphs, HP just keeps losing battery if you leave the laptop idle overnight. And no, there were no apps running, both of them were fresh install of Windows and everything else was set to default settings. This is a very old Windows problem and I think it should not be there in a laptop in 2025. Like, come on. Alright, so those were hardware side of things. Now there is another aspect that could highly influence your buying decision and it is very important, is the after sales service. Now HP is a known laptop brand and in the past we have had good after sales service from them, but this is Motorola's first laptop. How good are they? So see, on their website they have this number listed for after sales service, so we contacted them pretending to have a problem and be a customer.
इशू रहेगा ना, हमारी तरफ से पहले डायग्नोस होता है सर. तो अगर हार्डवेयर का इशू रहा तो डायरेक्टली हम अपना बंदा भेजेंगे और आपका जो भी हार्डवेयर का इशू रहेगा नया पार्ट जो है रिप्लेस करके अब नया पार्ट डाल के जाएगा सर.
So in short, here's what we got from the phone call. If there is a software or a driver issue, they'll try to resolve it over the phone call. However, if things are not resolved on the phone call, they have on-site service. So someone will come from Motorola, pick up your laptop and take it back. Kind of convenient. So from an after-sales perspective, HP is a well-known laptop brand, and of course, they are there in the category. They have good after-sales service. But for a first laptop, the service from Motorola is also good. So what's the conclusion? How do you pick the best laptop for you? Well, from what I gather, there are 4 most important factors when buying a laptop: performance, display, battery, and after sales service. Now, if you had 10 coins to distribute in these buckets, how would you do it? Like this MotoBook 60 has put 9 coins in the first 3 buckets, so it all depends on what you need from a laptop. And I'll give you a pro tip. In 2025, if you're buying a laptop at this 60 to 70,000 price range, ensure it has at least 13th generation or more. Anything below that is going to be outdated. Now, I want you to tell me, how would you distribute those 10 coins? Which bucket is more important for you? Let us know in the comment section. And also, we tried comparing 2 laptops for the first time. Let us know if you would like more of these or should we switch up the format, and I'll see you in the next one. Pew, pew, pew.